Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Big Time Ninja. This is it, Strat. This is the final opportunity. If you're looking to get to the championship in Season 4, this is your last chance. It's all or nothing here at Wave 3 of our final qualifier. What do you think so far, Strat?
Ooh, buddy, this has been a tough day for it to be the last qualifier. They didn't hold back on this one. Mr. Swanson came up with some diabolical obstacles out there. We haven't seen anybody clear the course on either side. We've had a handful make it to the last obstacle, but outside of that, it's been tough going for these athletes, and that's what they signed up for: difficulty spikes and new techniques, new beta. Man, this has been a wild ride here at Big Time. Here's a look at the standings so far on the women's side of things, brought to you by the Bucket of Chalk. Emily and Grace, the only two female athletes to make it through to the last obstacle. A handful of others. You see the cutoff there is going to be obstacle 6 by the end of this wave 3. Just a few hanging on the top 15 by making it through obstacle 5.
Yeah, keep an eye on the run order as well. You've got some really exciting athletes coming up. Cara McCarthy, we've only seen compete one time, but in her rookie season, her first competition at Stanford, she had a clean competition, which has only happened twice in Ninja Sport Championships history, once on the women's side, and she's the only one to do it. So Cara McCarthy, very excited to see her run. You've got Isabella, Lily, Addy. Those are your final 3 to run today.
Wow.
So a lot of strong athletes to come on the women's side. Let's go ahead and take a look at our men's leaderboard presented by Bucket of Chalk real quick. We'll sneak it in as we head down to the starting platform as well. Here is a look. Joshua sitting in first place, Nathaniel Hanvu and Jeremy Loft. Those are your top 3 at the moment. And so now it all comes down. They've done as much as they could to try to punch their ticket to the finals tomorrow. Now you sit and wait. Sit in that hot seat and
brutal.
Hope for the best.
Them hot seat experiences, man. Here's the rules for the open course. They got 3 minutes to try to get as many obstacles completed as possible. It's going to be based off of the last obstacle completed, total numbers of fails accumulated throughout their run, and the time they did it in. Top 15 will move on to the finals tomorrow. Retry system is in play. They get up to 3 attempts per obstacle within that time limit. 10-second mandatory reset time no matter where they fall on the course. Here we go.
Yeah, so let's go down to the starting platform where our judge, Ethan Swanson, is standing by, ready to go with Zach Moss. Thumbs up to the reset team. Everybody's taking their positions, and this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Season 4 coming to a close for the open rounds.
Buddy, what can be done here? Leading the charge, Zachary Moss. Coming out of the Ascend obstacle gym.
Joe Brown
hyping him up.
Hyping up the crowd, getting everybody ready for what's about to come. No clears so far to this point. Let's see if we can open it up here. Zach Moss, the floor is yours.
14 years old, 6 years of experience. Big fan of the hybrid style courses, so this will be right up his alley. We'll try to have a good swing into this second obstacle. Slow down the pace just a little bit. Be lined up for that dismount. His way over to the wheels. They only have one side to hold on to, that one front-facing catch. The backside of those flywheels got maybe a 3/4 inch hold, but not worth grabbing onto as he floats through flawlessly and goes for the up and over. Not enough momentum. Focused more on the lift to get over that barrier that is magnetized. Will fall off and count as a fall.
You're going to see a lot of these athletes here in Wave 3 linking through those discs at the beginning. Zach off to the side on that. Interesting launch from the trapeze bar.
Hey man, whatever works. Now going to be testing that pinch grip. This is more of a slow and monotonous static obstacle. Harkens back to Sasuke floating boards. His feet are having a hard time figuring out which way to go here. And he loses the traction.
Yeah, we've been talking about it a lot. The shoes play a huge factor into this. Climbing shoes would make this obstacle, I think, wildly easier.
Oh, yeah.
But having the types of shoes that you wear for Ninja, the rubber bottoms, and it doesn't want to give you that purchase on each hold that you're looking for. And this is such an intricate obstacle. I think they probably went through a lot of iterations and testing. The footholds play a massive difference. You make the footholds a little bit bigger, it becomes a much easier obstacle.
Well, Zach's down to his final attempt. Trying to get body lined up just right, seeing if we can get the momentum to assist with the transition through. Might figure it out, not gonna get there. Tough break for Zachary. But that is one of the crux points on the course. One of the obstacles that have been stopping a lot of athletes on their journey towards the back half of the open course. Up now is going to be Dax. Dax Musovic swinging on through. Had a podcast with this young man earlier, the Bunny and Frog podcast. Talk about ninja competitions, recaps from big events, and interviews with athletes from time to time. Always fun to see what podcasts are being created out there. We're going for that linked move, one-handed save from Dax. No problem, not fazed by it. Another athlete coming out of Canada. We had a boatload of them competing at Life Force, which was just an hour away from Vancouver. Now Dax, seeing what we can accomplish here. That pinch grip. Dax trains out of the Aspire Ninjas Milton. Out of Ontario, Canada. Getting through underneath, trying to go for that pinch on the bottom portion of the board to leave space for the other hand to follow through. Wasn't quite able to get the footing that he wanted to get the toss across to the dismount. 14 years old, 4 years of experience. It's him and Owen Hahn, the podcast hosts. I'll go check that out. Big toss, and we get the dismount. Excellent work. But now pressure is on. Trying to get the timing for the leap here as it pushes up against that red platform that's there to impede their progress. Can't step down onto it, must launch over, completely landing on that next platform. A lot of speed, hold on tight for the turn. Timing it a little better. One last chance. We've got time. Taking a second here to line it up. Ooh, and that was his closest one. Not quite able to get it. Nice try, Dax. Just a lot of technical aspects out here today. Things throwing off the athletes. Timing their jumps. Some proper body positioning. A lot of different challenges across the board. And on the move right now, Lila Nathanson coming out of Warrior Tech, North Carolina area. 18 years old, 3.5 years of experience. Lila, another long-time competitor with the NSC, losing the momentum. This dismount might be a little tricky. We'll try to salvage it. Came down just a little too quick off of the cones. Kicking off the platform. This is testing the grip here early on. But we're going to fight through it. There you go. Nice work. Good catch on the first wheel. This will be her 15th time competing with the NSC.
Yeah, it's a nice job, and the important part is she doesn't take a fail there. Obviously taxes the grip, but I think it was more important to lock that in than taking a reset.
Let's see if we can figure this one out. Got to go up and over completely, taking a lot of swings to build up the timing and the confidence on the release, and not quite there on the first try. Kicks off of the barrier by accident. This obstacle is pretty intimidating. Not too often are athletes faced with going over a railing like that before going into the cat grab position. So building up that swing for repeat swings to try to identify where you're going. That's what she's trying to do here. Not getting the momentum as high as it needs to be to cover that distance. We got one final try. This has been a tough one. Building up that momentum can be taxing. Try and face away from it a little bit to swing into it. Hear people saying higher, but sometimes it's tough when you're in this moment to try to get that momentum built up. Lila not quite able to figure out the up and over. That one's tough, man. I remember the first time I tried the flying squirrel, had no concept of how to get the momentum built up on that. I wasn't going anywhere. I was like, I was swinging over and over, but I just wasn't going anywhere. So sometimes longer lines like that can be challenging, but they add in that barrier. I mean, that just makes it's just something else you got to worry about. All right, Nam Vaughn getting ready to go right now.
Man, Nam has had a busy couple of weeks. He was at Life Force 2 weeks ago. Last week he was up at Ascend in Massachusetts. Now he's here at Big Time in Illinois. This man is well traveled.
Yeah. He's been working hard here at the NSC, trying to get into the finals again.
Some explanation about the rules here. Last minute questions.
All right. Big jump off the platform. Cruising in. Needed a little bit more swing. Going to take one back swing. That'll do it. 19 years old, 5 years of experience. Trains out of Modus. Out there with the classy ninja Donovan Toyer.
Oh, he's going for it.
Oh, link it. There you go.
Wow, a true link all the way through from the trampoline.
See how many swings this takes. First attempt. There we go. Got it over, but not able to maintain the grip. There isn't a cutout for the hands on top of that right board that they have to fully engage before moving over to the left.
Yeah, it looks like his left foot got a little bit too high on that one and pushed his body away from the wall.
There we go. Floats into position that time. But now we got some work to do. 2 minutes, just under 2 minutes remaining. Ooh, a little bit of a slip. You can see him using the underneath vertical limit style pinch. Make sure he's got room for the top hand. Repositioning the grip as we go. If you can get that right foot into a good position to run and push into the wall, that'll get you to the finish without going through all the boards. But this one drains your grip extremely quickly. Going for that wraparound Just out of reach. And you can see the body language. It's tough in the moment when you feel like, all right, I got a good grip on this. And as soon as you reach and let go and you slip, it's like there's nothing you can do to save it in that moment. It's so frustrating.
And if you can read lips, I feel like you just said, I'm flash pumping.
I mean, yeah, you go from all these dynamic moves and all of a sudden it's like you're using a death grip to try to hold on, and he fought for it, but nah, I'm not going to move on. Nice try. Flash pump is real, folks. That's where that grip starts to give out. You can't open your hands back up. It's hard to engage the muscles like you want it to. The hands just don't want to listen. But up now, Maggie Owen. Coming out of Ultimate Ninjas Naperville. 20 years old, 6 years of experience. Ready to go. Competed on a handful of seasons of American Ninja Warrior and A&W Junior Season 1. Getting that swing built up, looking for the cones. Swinging on through, got third place back at Season 1 of the championship, or the NSC. Working our way through the wheels right now. This will be her 9th time competing. Swinging up and over. Let's see if we got this figured out.
Yeah, she's a little shorter, so should have.
Woo, solid.
Yeah, really good swing there.
Tops are in play here for the women's division as we work our way across. Still really tricky to get the hands positioned just right. Want to make sure they open up on those shoulders.
Yeah, well, Maggie was a really fantastic rock climber, young. That was her main sport before Ninja.
Oh, low grab, but we are good. Excellent work. That's been a very challenging spot for a lot of athletes, having to take some resets there, but clean to this point. Maggie's in third. Can we get the drop down? Not quite able to get the timing or the momentum for the board. So they have to avoid that white bar. They can't knock it off of its resting positions. Magnetized. Got a trampoline they have to bounce off of, similar to an hourglass drop. Try number 2. Ooh, not getting any height on her attempts.
Yeah, it's sort of been the story of her ninja career, and I used to coach her a lot, and trampolines were the one thing that really was a big focus throughout her training, and so got to be able to figure out this trampoline here. Come on, Mags.
Third try.
Oh, much better!
Almost got it.
Well, that's gotta, if she does end up moving on, moving to finals tomorrow, that's gotta give her some confidence. That was really close. Let's go back and look at it.
Yeah, these drop downs are tricky, man. I mean, you're trying to time your release. You don't want to knock that white bar off. Then you go right back up. My goodness, the reactions in the background. Some people were still like, oh, so close.
Yeah, she was really close on that last attempt there.
Yeah, I know my knees have buckled on several occasions on trampolines on the show. They're not fun to figure out. Ethan Gardulski ready to go right now. Up and around we go. Ethan swinging in. 18 years old, 6 years of experience. Got to try to have this swing figured out. 1, then 2. Links that dismount down. This is his 12th time competing with the NSC. Up and over. Good kick through. Outside of Ninja likes working on his cars, trying to restore BMW and working on his Audi S4. Getting through, is able to figure that out. Can we get the turn and burn? Oh, not going to get the jump there. Not quite enough speed. Gonna have to drop it down another gear. Lunging onto it. Ooh, get a little belly flop, not quite on it. One last try for Ethan. Timing of this is vital. Launches, but the footing tried to follow through with the tail foot, the trail foot, but unable to get all the way on top.
You can see how difficult this obstacle is. As you come around, you got to stand up, and you have to make that jump. Keep your momentum forward.
Man. This almost reminds me of the, what was the downhill? What was it called? The downhill jump that y'all had in Baltimore? It was like a boogie board. You went down the hill and you had to jump to a rope.
Like a snowboard kind of thing.
Yeah. Similar to that. Like the timing is such a nuanced thing. It's tough to figure out. Benjamin Tombers on the move right now. Ben getting some big swings into this. Going to make his way through obstacle 2 smoothly. Coming out of Ninjas United in Maple Grove. 17 years old, 5 years of experience. And linking the moves through those wheels, no problem. Let's see what we got here on the up and over for the window. Ooh, kicks it on the back. And grabs the left board by accident. He's laughing it off. Staying in good spirits. Mental side of the sport, that's pretty vital. Whoop, go up and over, there we go. It's only his 5th time competing with the NSC. 3rd time this season. Trying to make it into the finals for the first time. Going with that crossover tech with the feet. Going to have to push hard and pull hard here. There we go. A lot of speed right out the gate. Going to have to try to get up quick. No, overshoots it. Realized he wasn't going to be able to stand up. Tight, no, crash and burn on the backside. Gonna have to give it one more try. It's also another obstacle similar to this was on Women of Ninja Warrior on the stage 2 starting obstacle, the super jump. It's just like a downward sliding obstacle like this, and you'd have to time your jump to a platform. Benjamin unable to get the timing down. This is another ongoing trend for the season, man. Skateboards, a lot of wheeled type balance obstacles. Been making their appearances all across the season.
Yeah, skateboard here. Life Force had a skateboard. Obstacle Academy with a skateboard. Did we have any more? Stanford, no. Jungle Gym, no.
No, the
Gravity, kind of not. This is
rotating wheels. It was on wheels.
It was on wheels,
counts,
not necessarily a skateboard.
Counts,
but close.
Yeah. Moving parts, a lot of moving parts on balance. Aspen Buist standing by. Had the ring in hand, but got told to go ahead and hang out for a quick second.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break while they take a look at the course. ninjasportnetwork.com and click the store link in the header to check out our newly revamped store. We've got all kinds of great products, t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, blankets. They're a big hit. The holidays are coming up, just saying. Also, I have a baby to feed, so please buy something. NSC merchandise available now on our store.
Hey Ninjas, we are excited to tell you about our weekend-long promotion.
To celebrate this NSC weekend, we're offering a special where any order over $25 on the Bucket of Chalk website will be entered to win a golden ticket. The golden ticket winner will receive a Bucket of Chalk rodeo rope as well as covered registration for the upcoming mini bucket competition, whether you've already signed up or you're planning to in the near future.
This youth competition has 4 divisions, allowing anyone 13 and under to experience the excitement and thrill of a Bucket of Chalk competition. The event will be held here at Ninja Intensity June 7th and 8th.
Good luck and happy chalking.
You don't fail because you're not strong enough, or fast, or reactive enough. You don't fail because of traffic or people or weather. You fail because you don't trust yourself to make it.
The Rock Solid Warrior Coach Training video series will equip you to teach and demonstrate the fundamental skills needed to be a successful ninja coach. While the full coach training program includes interactive clinical evaluations and lessons, you can now access over 40 coach training videos on Vimeo. To learn more about the Rock Solid Coach Training program and to access the video series, scan the QR code or go to rocksolidwarrior.com.
Yo, what's up? It's Electric Enzo, and I'm here to tell you guys why you should subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you love Ninja Warrior, you will absolutely love the Electric Enzo YouTube. I post new Ninja Warrior themed videos every week, along with a new short every single day. These videos span from Ninja Warrior game shows, to challenges with Ninja Warrior champions, to learning new skills and flips. This channel is built for the Ninja Warrior superfan of all ages, so go hit subscribe today for some electric content.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Here we are, Aspen Buist standing by, ready for her run, and here we go. Cannonball around the pillar, sticking the landing. Aspen going back and forth, looking for that grab. Trains out of Ninja Intensity out in Castle Rock, Colorado. Started her journey at Ninja Nation many years ago. Has got 6 years of experience, 15 years old. Back and forth. It's one of my first students back when I was in Colorado, and it's come a long way. She used to be hesitant on laches, but here she is trying to throw across something crazy like this. So coming a long way. It's always impressive to see the growth of the athletes in their journey as the sport continues to grow, as these athletes' skill set have to adapt with the times. Big up kick there. Let's see what we got. Try number 2. Not quite there.
Yeah, she was close there on that one. Like you said, Strat, it's really cool to see when you see some, these kids nervous to even jump to stuff, and then fast forward just a few months of training or years, and they're going for big moves, big laches, throwing themselves straight into a rock wall.
Yeah, shows the confidence in their skill set. Here we go, third and final try. Up and turns to the side, gets it on her last attempt. This is her 9th time competing with the NSC. the way across. Gets the dismount nicely done. Striding through. Let's see what we got figured out here for the jump. To the pillar. A little low on the grab. Need a little more height. Took a hard hit to the face. Face planted into it. I think she's okay. Just checking her nose for a second. And stepping over. Good grab onto the top of the pillar. That'll help with the grip and the dismount. Shake it off, and now we've got to figure this out. The timing for this has been challenging all day. Oh, tried to go from a stopped position. We mentioned it earlier. That style will be extremely difficult if it's possible.
That's an interesting strategy, though, because if you can throw it behind you, stop on the trampoline, wait for it.
Yeah, but it's tough. I don't know if it's... See, she tried to go for the other method, and time just runs out. 13th right now. Yeah, the sliding sideways obstacle with that hourglass drop added in. Not an easy one to figure out. Kallem Manning ready to go. Caleb coming out of Canada as well, coming out of Burlington, Ontario. Trains out of the Aspire Ninjas Milton location. This is 4th NSC. Competed back at Gravity Forge and Stamford this season. Almost making it into the finals at Stamford. Back in 18th place, so just a few spots shy. Making things clean so far. Want to get through this first half without any errors. Give you some breathing room towards the tricky obstacles on the back half. Kicks up and over, clear. So far, so good. Remember the first time training on the floating boards? That was at a good kick through the GCA days over there with Louis Mosso. Back in the start of all the ninja camps and whatnot. Caleb a little shy on the runaround. 2 more tries here. Those floating boards were brutal. Try number 2, slowing up a little bit. Not quite there. "16 years old, 5 years of experience. Can we figure this one out?" Got a lot more speed this time. But the jump up not quite lined up the way he needed it to be. It's a tough break for Caleb. You can see that 15th spot on the leaderboard on the bottom. Mr. Porter's been sitting in number 15 for a little bit. But switching things over to the female division. Avery standing by, getting ready to go. Avery Glantz coming out of Obstacle Ninja Academy down there in Orlando, Florida. 20 years old, 5 years of experience. It's on several seasons of American Ninja Warrior and season 2 of A&W Junior. Right there on the corner, you see those white tape marks kind of extending the landing area a little bit. Avery taking a couple extra swings. This will tax her grip for later on. But sticking with it.
Yeah, it was a good adjustment. She took a huge kick on that last backswing.
Up and over we go. You can see that hand just barely hung on. Kind of slight hesitation on the front hand. The repeat of that. Unfortunately, not able to dial it in on the second wheel. This will be her 11th time competing with the NSC.
Yeah, better there. She's got to lead out with that left hand. Oh, no.
Yeah, giving a little shrug of the shoulders, looking along the sidelines for perhaps a little beta.
Yeah, sometimes it helps just to have somebody who's watching you, a third party, kind of give you some advice about what you're doing. It's hard to process in the moment what your body is doing.
Yeah, maybe a little too far back on the swings, and there we go, able to dial this one in and gets the dismount. We're still in it.
Yeah, well, she's out of trouble for now, but the 2 fails does put a lot of pressure on getting past the crux of the trampoline. Time also a factor.
Stay on top here of these boards. Trying to find a good way to rotate around without hyperextending an elbow. Tricky spot to be in sometimes, and now the rotation around the turn loses the momentum as we get ready to jump. And time ticking away, 45 seconds. And not sure that's going to be enough. We're going to have to really time the jump well. I think not enough. The side, it's a little too much, the side foot. Last chance here. And the timing is there a little bit better, but low grab on the pillar, not able to hold on. Avery will not be moving on into the top 15 this time. Andreas Johnson standing by. Another athlete out of Obstacle Academy, 16 years old, 7 years of experience. You'll see him on this upcoming season of American Ninja Warrior, season 17, whenever that decides to come on out.
Yeah, Andreas Johnson, he's got an 8th place on the season, which means he's 1 spot out from qualifying. He could qualify here in 2 ways. If enough qualified athletes make the top 7, it will bump down to 8th and he would get in, or he just has to take top 7 himself. 2 paths for him to the finals. Certainly don't want to leave it up to anybody else. You want to just make sure you lock it in.
Take your destiny into your own hands. Up and over. Right there on the corner. Chalking up. Find that footing. This has been the make or break point for a lot of athletes. Either they can figure it out on the fly. Not quite there. Had a good body position to potentially rotate to grab that last board. Decided to go for the throw instead. And again, not quite able to figure out the body positioning. Let's see how we go about it this time. 3rd and final chance. Goes for that undercling. Far stretch, and there you go. Woo, buddy, he really picked up the pace here. Not quite. Got to jump a little forward of that railing.
Well, I love the speed that he comes into it with. Got to figure out the stand and jump, though.
Launching. Get out of town. We're clear. Up and in, onto the sideways. Oh, not going to get on the first attempt. Doesn't knock off the white bar, the barrier bar. Right away, jumping straight back into it as soon as that reset time has expired. This will be huge for him. Skims it, but we're clear. Onto the boot scoot with 15 seconds to go.
He's only going to have one attempt at this, less than 10 seconds here.
Oh, he's got to get this. Got to get it in one. Yo, let's go. Clutched up.
Huge, absolutely huge.
Yo, Andreas Johnson not giving up. Incredible job.
Yeah, we talked about it. He's got that 8th place on the season. And
oh, man.
You want to take it in your own hands. You got to get a spot in the finals here. And when he absolutely needed to deliver, less than 10 seconds to go, he gets the boot scoot window shoot.
Swanson out there cheesing. And here we go. Guys on the way. Kai Deol lives in Canada but crosses over to train at Life Force 4 times a week, he says. The training there in his garage. Life Force, just there a few weeks ago. Amazing facility. Y'all go check out that stream if you haven't yet. Getting that swing built up here. No problem on the wheels. Ooh, good. Had to do a little air walk, a little Air Jordan. Stepping up and over. His 3rd time competing this season. Got close to making it into the finals at Life Force. It's 17th place there. You know, coming off of that, chomping at the bit. Wants to get into the finals here, taking his first fall on the roundabout. Trying to be a little more forward and keeping the feet up that time around. Nicely done. Lead out, going to try to force it forwards a little bit at a time. And, man, you just got to lay yourself out and hope for the best on this one. Try number 2. Out we go. Almost gets it.
3rd and final attempt here.
Years old, 7 years of experience. Can we dial this one in? Got close the first 2 times. Okay, fully clear of the bar. But, okay, and we did get the clear. I thought it was, that was a little scary of a dismount, but we're good. 7th place right now. We're leaning into this one. Hold on. No, we were close. Clips it. He's got the strumpf. Do a muscle up and a half. Get up there quickly. 15 seconds. Boot scoot window shoot through. Nicely done. Going to be in 3rd right now with just a few seconds to go. Going to try to feel out the turnaround. He's got to do a 180 here, which he almost grabs, and then not a 360, but what's the degree on that, man? 270? What's the
270?
270 for the next catch afterwards. But Kyle making it work. We are in the 100s now of athletes. 100th runner of the day is Casey Griffith standing by at the platform. Out of about 140 or so. So we're going to have a little bit of a breather here. I think we're going to actually, I stand corrected. We're ready to go here in just a second. Had a few things on the floor that needed to be discussed, but Casey Griffith is ready to rock and roll. Getting put on ice for a little bit, but we're swinging into action. Casey making the move up. No problem coming out of Ultimate Ninjas of Libertyville. Got quite the resume in sports, a lot of different activities, 8 different sports she's participated in. Prefers the sport of ninja, though, as we get onto the front side of those wheels without any issue. 16 years old, 6 years of experience. But of those other sports, he prefers volleyball and track. That's what she's focusing on outside of ninja. Quick turnover with the heels, making sure ball up just enough to get up and over. Braving the front-facing portion of the boards as we work our way across. So far, so good. Not going to get the first turn on the U-turn. Let's see what we got for try number 2. Launching, foot on the wall, and wisely climbs up to the platform. Cutting out the risk of losing her grip as we work on now to the hourglass drop. Ooh, not quite there on try 1. Here we go. Oh, one more try. Had a little bit better of a bounce that time, but the release of the sideways made it a little tougher. Third and final try, taking a second here to eye it up. Dropping down, and that was the closest of her 3 tries. In 6th place currently. So a good rate, a good pace to that point. Nice run from Casey Griffith. Oh boy, we got a lot of crowd hype going on right now for Mr. Andrew Pickert. Ultimate Ninjas Naperville athlete. 17 years old, 7 years of experience. Andrew on the move. This is one you've worked with before in the past, Mr. DeGangi.
Andrew's a former student. He was awesome to coach. Really strong athlete, really coachable.
Oh, just missed on the first wheel. Going to take a free set. This is 8th time competing with the NSC. He's made it into the finals once before, but that was back in season 2. Trying to get that swing through. Good catch. Now up and over. Shoot on through, floating to that platform. Ooh, big stretch. Looking for the throw across and the block and perfect landing. Uh-oh, turn and burn. Not quite on the first try. A little too far forward leaning. This is almost like trying to jump off of a balance tank. Rolling pin in a sense. Much better the first one to be on all the way to the top of the block. Gotta push forward and time this just right. Knocks the bar loose. Gets the move.
Yeah, he's got the move, but gotta make sure you avoid that barrier.
Trying again. Ooh, man, back flop. Pit pillows to the rescue. Third and final try for Andrew. Can we get this dialed in? Got to dodge this bar. Wow, barely able to get through. Looked like he bumped into it a good bit, but it doesn't come unlodged. Still in it. Less than 30 seconds to go. Pulling tight on the boot scoot. Look out, my gosh. Chest high grab on the bar. Needs to be a little bit more of an underbar tech. Echoes of District 13. If you've seen that parkour movie, whoa, shoot through. Not gonna get it. He's got time for one more try. He is scrambling. He's a scrambling man. Launching. Not quite there for Andrew. What a run. Not giving up. 10th place right now. A lot of support for him. A lot of support for this man as well, Mr. Ryan Sanders. Coming out of the Movement Lab, Ohio. Rocking the Lab Rat shirt. That's the team of athletes that train together, compete together. This will be Ryan's 10th competition with the NSC. He's made it into the finals in the past, back at Ninja Intensity in Season 3. One of the exciting things about Ryan in his off Ninja season, does a 100-miler. It's a run that just insane to think about, 100 miles. Over the course of 24 hours. He's done that twice now. And getting put on ice. Let the ring go and realizes it's going to be a minute. That's sometimes the name of the game. As the floor hosts are checking over another run, I believe. Just getting some clarification. As the athletes are all standing by. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us. If you've been following along all day, and you're a Patreon supporter, don't forget that bingo card. Chance to get some giveaways. We're doing some prizes for the first 5 that get submitted. Mr. DeGangi is going to round out all those emails that have been sent in to see who sent them in, timestamps, who got them in first. Top 5 will be getting a handful of prizes. Got some flop balls I'll be giving out, sending out. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us today. And here we go. Ryan Sanders on the move, swinging his way into action. Up and in. Seen him a few times this season already. Jungle Gym, Gravity Forge, and Emotive. Working his way up the leaderboard a little at a time each time. This course right here. Challenging one to close out the season. Mr. Sanders not going to let it take him down. Good grab there. Was really leaning back. Was able to follow through with it. Remember, the tops are not in play for the in a pinch. Right, Ryan coming on through, striding across, sliding across, not quite enough to get the jump. 25 years old, 5 years of experience. Got to compete back on season 14 of A&W, diving into the board. This time, a lot of height, but not the distance. Third and final try for Mr. Sanders. And the leap. No, we're so close. The timing on the turn. Still throwing athletes off left and right. And here we go, another athlete coming out of the Ascend Obstacle Gym. Charlotte Barrett standing by. Took 5th place at Gravity Forge earlier this season. Charlotte is ready to go. Good swing in. Take that backswing here, though. Shorter athletes, so the reach will be tested. A few spots out here, going that bicycle kick. Help get that momentum built up. Athletes finding the right way to hold the rope, kind of working their way down as they get that momentum lined up just right. Charlotte just flowing immediately into the trapeze swing to get that swing going. Lucas, her coach, coaching from the sidelines. Can we get this toss over? Yes, we can. Try to hang out here for a second to get the hands pre-positioned. This is where the wingspan starts to be tested. There we go, nice work. Little silhouette shot of that, ooh, come on over, jump on the roundabout. No falls at this point. It's going to put her into 4th right away. Let's see if we can find out how to jump just right off this trampoline at 4'11". Drop it down. A little too fast on the push through. Causes the board to go in front of her. Not able to catch it after the jump. Quick sideways move here. Up and in again.
Oh, close, dude.
Charlotte's close. Well, the advantage of her being a little shorter means she can drop from higher. And will give her a better bounce, but probably a little lighter as well. Makes that jump that much more challenging. Have to really time this out perfectly. Oh, and I thought that was going to be it, but the board was just a little behind where she was going. Still quick to that point and clean to that point. Puts her in a good spot. As our next athlete standing by, Max Suskin from the Ultimate Ninjas Libertyville Gym. The Halloween Ninja. Still got a good 7 months until Halloween. one of my favorite holidays. It was always fun to go to the haunted houses and trick-or-treat and whatnot, but no tricks, all treats here today. 17 years old, 8 years of experience. So Max is pretty comfortable training and competing here at Big Time. He's done a lot of the side-by-side racing events that y'all would hold here. Going a lot of speed, should do it on this one if he balls up just right, up and over. He's got a cross-country background and track and field. Ooh, but not able to maintain the grip on his first attempt. It's his 8th time competing with the NSC. Hasn't made it into the finals yet. Saw him at Obstacle Academy and Motive earlier this season. Lean into it. Come on with it. Let's go. Picking up the pace here. Ooh, almost got belly flop onto the platform. He's just leaving it all out there. Duck under. And just like that, 5th place. That's huge for Max. And half of the time remaining for the boot scoot. And the old spin-a-rooney after this. Hold on tight. Oh, no. Ooh, boy, that'll wake you up. Oh.
Gotta get those hips up, head back, feet back.
Oh, that is a Super Mario butt slam if I've ever seen one. Max, come on with it, brother.
Get those feet up. There it is.
Oh, he scraped it a little bit. That's he might be the tallest. Is he one of the tallest athletes out there? 6'1". I think we had a 6'2" out there maybe. Still tough. You can grab the rope and try to pull it back up to him. Yeah, this is where taller athletes are at a disadvantage. Trying to make sure it's lined up just right. This is a bit of a precarious perch that he's placed himself in. 3rd and final try. Ouch, man, ouch. That's rough. Still quick to that point. We'll see if it's going to last throughout the day. But here we go. Another young, strong, up-and-comer in the sport, Charlie Ball. Coming at next level ninja. Almost 15 years old, 6 years of experience. Coaches and trains with Joe Capo and Abby Clark as we are working around the pillar. Charlie is on the move. One of these sponsored athletes by Monstro. Plays football and basketball. Drop it down quick off that rope. Just enough momentum to get to that clear. Lincoln through. Fifth time competing. Oh, just a little too much momentum. Pinged off the wall. There aren't any cutouts for those hands on top on the right board, which they have to use before they can shimmy over. There it is. Gets the clear that time.
Yeah, Charlie had a really great competition out at Stanford. He made it to the finals in that one.
Power there to pull on through. And speeding in, but a little low on the grab. Make sure the wheels are set just right. Oh, we're going for a half standing position. Not quite able to figure out the timing on try 2. These kind of moments is where you start to question what your approach should be. Should you try something new, try something different? Ooh, we got a thumbs up. I think that was close, but we're moving on.
Yeah, that was really close. I don't know.
We're still going to fight for it, though. Charlie making it through the slider in one go. Going for a muscle up to the top. And now let's see if we can get this boot scoot in one. Very, very close. Going up again. Quick pull up. We'll have about 30 seconds. Leaning back. A little low again. I mean, you got to be like a missile to shoot through it. Third and final chance for Charlie. Okay, we figured it out. Now on to the spin-a-rooney. Turn and burn, peeling out, though, as he's going for it. Leaving it all out there. What a run from Charlie Ball. And now, as we are prepping for up next is going to be Riley Porter, who's standing by. All right, Riley Porter's on the move right now. Having to do a reset. Trying to figure out this out and around. And figures it out on try 2. Nicely done. Riley, another long-time competitor with NSC. 13-time competitor. He's made it into the finals on 9 of those occasions. Strong upper body. It's got a burnout clear. One of the few to do so. Can we figure out this throw? Trains out of Michigan. 17 years old, 6 years of experience. Up and over, pings off the wall, but unable to get the hands in the position for the grab. Try number 2 coming up. And a good catch there, able to dial it in. So a couple of resets early means she's going to have to really fight hard to get to the end of the course or beyond. And hold on tight. She's got that strong rock climbing background. Can we get this in one? This one is a huge moment. And that will at least get her into the top 15 right now. Good amount of runners to go. We want to get through this obstacle here. We've only seen 2. Here we go. Pushing down, not quite, overshoots the trampoline a bit. we go. Not getting the timing figured out on try number 2. One last try. Just want to pull up a little bit with your arms to get yourself to drop down a little harder onto the trampoline. You see most of them are just staying straight armed the whole time. Riley unable to figure out the sliding sideways hourglass drop combo. Josh Miller standing by. 605 Ninja representation. 605 getting ready to have their NSC Youth leading the charge for the NSC Youth season. It's next weekend. Coming up very soon. Josh, 18 years old, 6 years of experience. Trains alongside Jason Steinberg and Drew Nestor. Big fan of cliffhangers and other upper body style obstacles. Got a rock climbing background, as we are looking for at dismount. No problem so far. Big reach out. Hold on tight. Up and over we go. We have the speed and the throw. Yes, we do. Plenty of hang time. Kicks the wall way above the mark. Now it's slowing down for this static obstacle in a pinch. Not too many gyms really train the bookend style holds. You can see the foot placement's really vital. Josh not having any issues, having that rock climbing background, knew the leverage, what it needed to be. Oh, a little short on the jump though. Gonna have to reset and try again. Leaning into it this time, but off axis a bit, leaning a little too far forwards. Leaning into it, come on, Josh. And not quite there. So tough to dial in the timing on the roundabout. Mr. DeGangi out on the floor real quick, showing Mr. Swanson a thing or two. I think that was on my bingo card. I gotta check real fast. I don't count, just playing it for fun. I can't I can't officially win. I'm not gonna take the prizes from the Patreons. All right, here we go. Weston Boswell. Woo, going in quick. Weston climbing on up. Trains at the Backyard Monsters and Rise at the Warehouse. He was helping at Rise for the NSC qualifier there, demonstrating a lot of the obstacles. Gonna be linking these through best as we can. Almost gets the dismount linked. 18 years old, 2 years of experience. Up and over, looking smooth so far. Weston. Check the tech here. Let's see what he's got. 4 vertical grips. Pinchy, pinchy. Hold on tight. Fitness junkie on the back of his shirt for sure. You got to hold on the corner. Oh, not going to get the turn and burn. Got to reset. This is 4th time competing this season. Trying to launch off of it, but not able to dial it in. He made it into the finals at Motive, took 7th place there. Wants to try to increase that position for the finals and fight for that climb up. Excellent work. On now for the sideways. Uh-oh. Yeah, was a little off axis on the grab, not really able to have a chance to get the pull power for the beam. A lot of magnetized barriers on the course out here. Testing a new skill set for these athletes. Here we go. Last try, Weston! Not able to get it.
Yeah, and just a quick update real quick here on Charlie Ball. A video review was done and determined that he does touch his foot on his final attempt on the skateboard. They let him keep going because it was his final attempt. So no reruns necessary, but that heel does come down and touch the gray floor. So big bummer. Charlie Ball going to get called out on that, so a leaderboard adjustment will be done, and
that's tough.
The leaderboard will update.
Yeah, bummer for Charlie, but a valiant effort nonetheless. Katelin Little swinging into action right now. Katelin swinging up. Got quite the background in NSC competitions as well. This is her 12th time competing with NSC. It's been into the finals on 6 of those occasions. Trying to get this static reach into the follow through. Katelin's 15 years old, 7 years of experience. Trains at Ultimate Ninjas in Libertyville. Can we get this timed out just right? Yes, we can. No problem for Katelin. Tops. Still a challenging way to traverse through the in a pinch obstacle. Not much room. Finding the footing. There we go. Striding across. Let's see if that's going to be enough momentum. Timing for the jump. Nice job latching onto the top of the padding. Put her into 5th place, making it here cleanly without any errors. Can we get through? Dropping down, not able to get the bounce. So having a little more pull power to get a bigger bounce is going to be required. You see a lot of straight arm drops. Just not quite able to generate the same kind of jump. One last try for Katelin. Here we go. Not able to dial it in. Quick to that point in 5th place right now. Minute 30 through 6 obstacles. Michael Sherman standing by, 17 years old, 8 years of experience. Out and around. Quick moves for Mr. Sherman. This is his 11th time competing, made it into the finals once in the past. Back at Gravity Forge, took 9th place there. Ooh, went for the wheel grab, which is in play. A little more challenging before deciding to go 2 hands into the cradle. Trusting that grip. Knows time is of the essence, really pushing the pace here. Good high grab on the wall for the cat grab. Trains out of Ninja Mania in Danbury, Connecticut. Ooh, thought about throwing a little bit harder using the barn door technique. Try number 2. Mr. Sherman. Undercling seems to be the best way to go. And pushing. Gets a good pull through that time. A lot of speed going into the skateboard. No! Dives for it. Quick reset. Let's start calling that that's the Edgar Wright cam. Anybody's familiar with that filming style? Up and in, a little short. Seen any of his movies? The Ganges that ring a bell? Edgar Wright? I think we were talking about it the other day. Baby Driver.
Yes, yeah, I have seen.
Great movie series. And the third one got the thumbs up from the second set of eyes out there, Joe Brown. Keeping sure we're good on those heels. Oy, not quite able to get the move underneath the bar. Try number 2 for the sliding sideways up and under. No, he got the hold for a split second, dodging the barrier bar, but not able to maintain the grip. Reset team trying to get things steady, and here we go. Third try, tries to go for the half push out tech. Not able to get it, and we're going to take a quick word from our sponsors and be right back.
Ninja Sport Championship is brought to you by Ninja Master, because scoring your competition shouldn't be an obstacle. It's a Libre Family Restaurant, supporters of the Ronald McDonald House, helping children and families in need. Consider donating today. Biaggi Bros, a full-service logistics company with 3PL and supply chain solutions nationwide. Silent Ninja, custom ninja holds for your gym or backyard. Remember, the K is silent. DGS Ninja, the obstacle supplier with product lines designed by some of the best ninjas in the world. Ocean Needs Everyone, the nonprofit organization dedicated to helping save our oceans. Olo, the shoe company striving to make the best footwear for the biggest movement sports. Check out their Sapien X shoes in adult and kid sizes. Barbados Ninja Throwdown. Check out one of the most unique competitions in one of the most beautiful locations. Coming August 2025. Slap Chalks, always within reach, no sweat. Check out their new Obsidian Pro line. And Bucket of Chalk, our official chalk sponsor. Reach into the bucket and grab some chalk today.
Joseph, I need chalk. You don't need chalk. You need slab chalks. Don't forget your chalk balls. Wow, just slap your chalk pockets and go. Seriously, you only have a few seconds.
But what about me?
I got you.
Whoa!
Thanks to Slapshocks, I was able to save time on the course.
Just use code NSC20 at slapshocks.com at checkout, and you too can save $20.
By the way, how'd you do that trick earlier?
Magic.
That's pretty cool. Wait, I'm you.
And you're me.
All right, so we're going to head back down to the floor. Huge thanks to all of our sponsors and our Patreon supporters.
Thanks, everybody, for hanging with us. Had to take a little extended break there as we got such a large pool of athletes, giving everybody a little bit of a breather, floor staff included. Need to take a water break, restroom break, all that jazz. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us in the live stream chat as well. Audience here in person, hanging out, cheering everybody on, bringing the energy. Yet to see any clears. We've had athletes make it to the final obstacles, but no one through quite yet. As we work our way towards the tail end of the run order, we got about 30 athletes or so to go. Here's a look at the leaderboard right now. Joshua and Nathaniel, they were the first two and the only two for a long time. Kai and Andreas making it through the boot scoot, facing the final obstacle on the men's side. So cut off now for the top 15. Slowly starting to be getting through 7 obstacles.
Yeah, it's getting a little dark.
Ben Barron's got put on ice for a little bit. You can see him trying to warm those shoulders back up. The hype guy standing by. 18 years old, 8 years of experience. Ben Barons, coming out of Ninja U. Competed on a handful of seasons of American Ninja Warrior and ANW Junior. Coaches out at Ninja U now. Got some of his other Ninja U friends and training partners and coaches out here today. Standing by, and things are set and ready to go. Ben swinging on in. His family competes on the show together. It was the first father-son duo to make it all the way to the Vegas finals back in the 2023 season. Pretty cool moment.
Cool. Oh no, Ben!
Just a little too hype.
The rope caught up his leg a little bit on the dismount, and then he just stumbled on the trampoline.
Dang, yeah. Tough break there for him.
Well, you can see first and second place have 3 and 4 falls respectively. It's not the end of your run, but certainly puts a little bit more pressure on to be clean from here.
A lot of power built up. Oh, but kicks the bar on the backswing. Checking the hands real fast. And dials it in that time. Pinch power here. Ooh, good adjustment, good save. What's tough about these is, like we were saying earlier, just being off a little bit can throw your grip off entirely. Trusting to get through the entire obstacle instead of going for a shortcut dismount pays off in the long run. Out and around we go. Kneeling down, climbing up, gets to clear. Now Ben up and in. Can we get this forced move? Yes, we can. No problem. Clears it. You can't touch that white bar. It's magnetized. Bumping into it too much will come and make it fall off entirely. And now, similar to what we saw on the up and over, this is the boot scoot window shoot. Hold on tight, Ben. Underneath, oh my goodness. Almost takes a bar to the face.
It's huge, and especially with just the 2 fails, that puts him into first place right now.
Ooh, 30 seconds. Here we go, a 180 followed by a 270. Spin a Rooney. Can we get this in one?
This is going to be tough right here. Can he get all the way around?
Ooh, gets rock bottomed. What a run from Ben Behrens, hyped up.
A couple mistakes that I just hope doesn't hurt him in the final standings. 2 fails to that point. It does put him into first place right now.
Oh, the wraparound is such a crazy move. We've seen 180s, but I don't think we've ever seen a 270 to spin around for another grab. All right, Sydney Smith is on the move. Returning from Dubai, was out there in support of Tyler and the rest of the barn crew that was competing. So still adjusting to the time schedule change. I chatted with her a little bit prior to the comp, says she's feeling pretty confident. Looking for an open round clear. Training out of the barn, 16 years old, 8 years of experience. Ooh, gonna have to be a little further of a toss over the wall. Here's some of her teammates telling her, making sure she gets a little higher up on the swing. Need a lot more momentum. Okay, there we go. Full extension on the catch, but we're good. See the rock tape a little bit on her right shoulder. Starting to see that a little more commonplace for athletes as they fighting their way through a lot of these upper body extensive courses. Sydney trying to get the hand placement figured out on the move across. Taller athlete, 5'9", as she works her way across. Big leap up and over onto the pillar. Putting her into 10th place right now. Can we figure out this hourglass drop? Leaning into it. Dropping down and had the height, but the line just did not go down with her. Wants to push forward just enough that it stays in line with her. Oh, she's at a dead stop. Yo, DeGangi, you called it earlier, wondering if it was possible.
Just saying, Strat.
He's seen
Seems
a course,
like a good approach.
Seen a run or two in his day. Sydney Smith in first place right now, building up the swing for the TikTok launch. Goes for it, not quite there. Oh, man. Here we go. Sydney Smith, final chance on the TikTok. Trying to build up that momentum. Could be the first clear in the open. Goes for the launch, but not able to get there. So close. What a run from Sydney Smith. Hard-fought battle out there. He made it work. First place right now. Up next, going to be Michael Matthews. This will be his 8th time competing. He's made it into the finals at Rise at the Warehouse and Life Force. And Gravity Forge this season alone. Here we go, Mr. Matthews. Coming out of the movement lab out in San Dimas, California. 14 years old, 5 years of experience. Hunter Hernandez is coach. Out there at Life Force coaching and competing alongside him. Been the UNAA World Champion for several years running since 2022 and on. So quite the experience and competitive background. Quick little open over for Mr. Matthews, no problem. Fun fact about Mr. Matthews, he's got a little bit of a hobby of being a roller coaster historian. Wonder what roller coaster he ranks as one of the coolest ones from the days of roller coasters past. Can we get that roller coaster figured out here? Not going to get on the first jump. I don't think they have it anymore, but they used to be a roller coaster at Six Flags in Atlanta called the Ninja. Kind of aptly named for what we do nowadays, and gets it on his second try. Quick push forwards and knocks the bar off and unable to hold on to that second board. Try number 2 for him. Ooh, and we just barely get by. He clips the beam, but it doesn't dislodge. On now for the boot scoot, window shoot. Ooh, not going to get on try 1, going to put on the brakes and go again. This is a scary one, folks. Underneath, tossing, tries to ball up after grabbing onto the bar. That method not quite able to work for him. Third and final try. Oh, it just clotheslined. 7th place for Mr. Matthews. See if that lasts for him. It's a tough one to say. But a valiant effort out there for him. This is another kind of move that's just... The boot scoot's one thing. We've seen that utilized in competitions in the past, but to be able to identify a bar that you have to then turn that technique into a underbar shooting over a magnetized beam. Yeah, we're asking a lot of these athletes, and they are leaving it all out there. Jack Ferguson. Be standing by here as Mr. Swanson attends a pad placement, making sure everything is good to go. Drew Nestor jumping in the chat. What's up, Drew? Saying you were on the Ninja before? Been on that ride out at Six Flags Atlanta? I don't think they've got it anymore. That one's from back in the day. I think the last roller coaster ride I was on out there was the stand-up one, the Georgia Scorcher. I think they had the wooden coasters out there as well. The Cyclone, the Georgia Cyclone was one I remember. The Batman ride they had was amazing. That was one of the first ones ever rode with the feet, where you got to dangle your feet. But here we go, Jack Ferguson on the run right now, coming out of Ultimate Ninjas of Libertyville. A little short on the rope swing, gonna have to take a backswing for it, dropping down, committing to the launch. Trained mostly out of his basement and backyard courses before meeting up with the stallion Mike Salenzi and training out of Libertyville. Whoop, nice little up and over. Smooth so far for Mr. Ferguson. 8 years of experience, 17 years old. Check the pinch tech. Not quite able to hold on. Jack trying to work his way through the pinch grip. Make sure that undercling leaves room for the top hand, and then pushing forwards gets the dismount. This is his 9th time competing. Not quite going to get the dismount on the first attempt. Hoping to make it into the finals for the first time. Whoop, not quite there. One final attempt. Dropping down. And not quite again, leaning too far forwards. This one's such a tough one to figure out. Getting the leaderboard refreshed. Pardon the time, we'll have it adjusted. Mr. Swanson's got the official time down there. Here we go. Grace Gordon swinging into action. Grace coming out of the Obstacle Ninja Academy in Orlando, Florida. Take that swing back to be sure about the grab. We've seen some athletes get hung up here as their momentum gets just off axis slightly enough to get them to struggle up there, but Grace figures it out. 16 years old, 4 years of experience. And links the dismount. Wants to be smooth with every move out there. Got the world's strongest ninja in the WNL back in the 2023 championship. Up and over a high grab. No problem with the parkour tech for the cat grab. Plays volleyball and track outside of ninja. And we're through the in a pinch. Hold on tight. Nice high position on the pillar. Strong run to this point. No errors for Grace. Dropping down. Had the height, but just a little ahead. We saw Sydney get through this from the standing position. Let's see what Grace decides to do. Going for the drop down. Mistimed the jump. Was a little too far forwards on the trampoline. Clipping the pad. It's taking away her jump entirely. Third and final try. And dropping in, and there we go. And just like that, in the first place, ahead of Sydney by almost 20 seconds. Looking for this big toss here. Going for it. Oh my gosh, and the peel out. Dropping in. We're okay. Pit pillows to the rescue. They're double stacked out there, thankfully. And here we go. Final attempt, perhaps with the time remaining. Going to take some extra swings here. This is a huge toss, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, again with the peel out. Takes a glance at the time. I mean, this is a huge throw. The distance they have to cover and then maintain their grip. Last chance for Grace. What a run from Grace Gordon. Getting checked on by Mr. Swan. I mean, taking some hard falls like that and still fighting forwards. Pushing through the adrenaline. Third try and making the grab here when she needed to. And then look at this launch, man. Dang. Whoa. Oh my gosh, dude.
So tough.
All right, Mr. Meisner, Joseph Meisner, standing by. 14th time competing with the NSC. He's made it into the finals 5 separate occasions. Most recent one was back at Jungle Gym earlier this season. Trying to get that grip lined up here on these sideways wheels. No problem so far. 23 years old, 10 years of experience. Trains out of the Movement Lab, New Jersey. One of the first ever obstacle-specific ninja gyms in the country. And gets that landing. No problem so far. Joe's been a top competitor. Ooh, a rough landing there. Won the Ninja Warrior Barbados Throwdown back in 2022. Also the, I think it's called the Over the Edge, that competition underneath that bridge that's 600 feet up, 600, 700 feet. It's a pretty wild competition. I think they're getting ready for their 3rd one in just a few months. Mr. Meisner getting stopped right now by the turnaround on the skateboard. He got the height, but not the distance, and the timing just not working out for him. It's a tough break for Joe. Cody Beneway is coming up right now. Cody Beneway, this is his 12th time competing, coming in hot. No problem so far on swing through. Took 4th place at Life Force just a few weeks ago, so might be feeling pretty confident coming off of that competition. Trains out of Ninja Mania in Danbury, Connecticut. 8 years of experience, 17 years old. Dropping on down, looking for that kick up and over. Ooh, nicely done. Let's see what the pinch tech looks like. Really leaning back. It's going to tax that grip even more. Not going to get the first toss across. Trying to find the footholds to help salvage some of that grip for later. Not going to get the pull through on to try number 2. Cody at 6'3". He's got the wingspan of reach. But as we stated, the taller you are, sometimes it's tougher to find a good body position utilizing the feet. That last board looks tempting, but sometimes the toss out into the platform is enough, but not this time for Cody. Tough break on the pinch tech. Up now is going to be Jaleesa Himka. Jaleesa coming out of Ninja Core Training out of Colorado Springs, Colorado. Got a cool outdoor facility that Glenn Albright's been helping run out there, working to make sure athletes are getting prepped for the 100-meter style courses that are being adopted by the pentathlon, the modern pentathlon courses. As Jaleesa's starting to get that swing through. Mom Suzanne also helps out there at the Lost Island Warrior outdoor course. Just getting the swing built up here for that next wheel, no problem. It's had a lot of success in the 100-meter style runs, OCR world as well, transitioning a bit onto the OCR side of things. So we get the toss up and over. Staying balled up just enough. "17 years old, 6 years of experience. Looking for the grips here on top of the boards. It's her 16th competition with the NSC, 12 of which she's made it into the finals. Turning, burning. Nice job keeping the left foot on, right foot clear of that blue padding, which is out of bounds. Oh, a different approach going on the sides. Not quite able to get the bounce that she needs. Front and back portion of the sideways. It's one way to go about it, or just straight up on the exterior portions to stay facing forwards. Trying to feel this out. Not able to get the timing on the bounce. Mentioned it earlier, if they want to get a good bounce, if they want to pull up a little bit before dropping down, add a little height to the drop. Oh no, it's too far. And trying to go from a standing position like we saw Sydney do. Jaleesa's going to get stopped by the sliding hourglass drop. 7th right now. Which we have about 20 more runners to go. So we're waiting on Mr. Luke Dillon to step up to the plate. Luke also trains out of the Obstacle Ninja Academy down in Orlando, Florida. 23 years old, 8 years of experience. Used to be up in the Northeast, the Vitality Squad. Down in the Southeast now. Luke attacking the course, knows he has to go quick. Up and in. Going for the linked moves here. Wants one more backswing to be sure about it.
Yeah, moving with a really good pace here. Luke really trying to get a championship spot. 34 seconds to this point.
He's got an open clear in his past. 12-time competitor here with the NSC. Hold on tight of trail leg. Not quite able to get him fully on top of the dismount block. Saw most recently at Gravity Forge. He was at Jungle Gym, Motive, and Stanford this season. So a lot of competitions here in Season 4. And good control on the dismount that time as we stride right away into the skateboard, but loses the footing as it shoots out from underneath him. Here we go, staying standing that time to try to get a better body position. It's tough. Took a hard hit there on the pad, perhaps. A lot of face plants today. Trying to step into it this time. And there we go, free and clear as we climb on up. Up and under. Not going to get it on try one.
Yeah, he was close on it.
Jumping back into action. Oh, no. He was trying to go slow into it to maybe find a new approach. As you can see, bumping up against that white bar is going to dislodge it out of its magnets. Last try. Faster attack this time and muscles through it. Let's go, Luke. Down to just a few seconds.
Yeah, he's got to clear this, though, and I don't think he's going to have enough time.
Oh, and he kicks the ring away. Knew he was short on it. Oh, nice try, Luke. Tough course out there, man. You gotta, not much room for error. We're seeing a lot of folks work their way deep into the course, but with a handful of falls along the way. As Levi Enright is getting ready to go. Oh, he gave Mr. Swanson a bag of Gardettos.
Wow,
Look
he's got
at
those
that.
Gardettos.
Gardettos sponsored run for Levi Enright.
What a guy. What a guy out here.
I'm eating Swanson.
Here comes the tongue, Levi.
Oh, no. Context, folks. Context. Go check out our Instagram. There's a funny Always Sunny in Philadelphia skit that Mr. Hunter put together. So pardon the crassness of my co-commentator, Mr. Taganji. Levi's on the move.
Levi will appreciate it.
I'm sure he will. And here we go. Backswing into the wheels. Levi, another athlete coming out of the Ninja U gym. Hold on tight. Get that speed going. Let's see what kind of parkour tech we got for the cat grab. Up and over. Floats over the wall. Nice job. He had a crazy challenge he tried doing a handful of years ago, trying to get the most pull-ups in 24 hours. Was just 1,000 away from doing so, but ended up with kidney failure. Had to go to the ER post-competition. Post-challenge, that is. But, yeah, tough guy out there. Let's see if we can figure out the pinch tech here on In a Pinch. Undercling. And you can see how quick the shoes can slip.
Yeah, he's in some trouble here right now. 2 attempts down. Third and final attempt.
Yeah, we saw him at the start of the season back at Obstacle Academy. Got 13th there. Got to fight for this. Ooh, okay, good work. And big launch, but too heavy-footed on the trail foot. Timing for this jump. Super tricky. Working around. Oh, plenty of hops on that one. Not quite in it yet. Has to clear this. First attempt. Working down the line a little too far forward on the front and 2 hands on the front side of the board. Caused it to dip down some. A lot of rocking back and forth here as we try to get the swing lined up. There we go, staying solid, but the dismount, okay, we're good. Oof. The angle that we were at on that, you can't see where that platform's at. But he's not in it yet, has to clear the boot scoot. A little low, had the hands on the bar.
Yeah, clearing this will put him into the top 15, but he's only going to have about 10 seconds to do so. Not a lot of time for Levi. This is it right here, do or die.
Whoa, in the world, he managed to pull himself into it. What a save there at the end. Just
let's go back and look at it.
Muscled his way into it. Take it away, DeGange.
As he comes back, you can see, gets his feet back nice and high, feet up, and just skimming the barrier right there. Not really sure how he was able to keep his body up, but like you said, he just muscles his way through there.
All right, here we go. Olivia Lopez on her way, swinging across. Take a couple swings back here to be sure about the grab on the cone. Olivia getting a little hung up here, but dials it in. No resets required. Coming out of Obstacle Ninja Academy. 16 years old, 6 years of experience. Getting that swing going. Outside of Ninja, focusing on sports and fitness. Currently on the varsity girls weightlifting team. Remember, I tried weightlifting in high school and couldn't even get the bar off the bench press. Hold on tight, going for a few swings, up and over. Split the difference, that's A-okay. Shaking the hand out, making sure the grip's going to stay strong here on the tops of the pinch obstacle. Only so much room for hand positioning through those boards. Can get really confusing when you're up there. You're trying to get through in a quick pace. Sometimes you can just miss a hand placement or two as Olivia goes for the leap. Not quite there. Got to watch those corners. See if she can figure this out. Try a little different approach perhaps. Good to go that time around. Shaking it out, trying to recover some energy. First drop and not quite.
Yeah, the timing is so important. She didn't push the board at all, and so when she went up off the trampoline, the board hadn't caught up yet.
Down to less than 30 seconds. One more try with the time remaining. Was in line with it, but the jump up, not quite there. She'll have one more try at it. Goes immediately onto it just for the experience. Not quite able to figure it out. Only one fall to get to that point.
Yeah, so that run puts her into 15th place. She's right on the bubble.
Well, she is already qualified. Well, as we stated, we're trying to, qualified athletes are trying to get a little higher up on the leaderboard to better their position in the run order for the championship. But right now, David Bergstrom-Wright, the Cake Ninja, standing by for his run, coming out of the Jungle Gym. Swinging up and in, 25 years old, 8 years of experience. Big backswing and dropping on down. Originally from Texas. No problem on the drops, lining up for that trapeze swing. Whoop, up and over, clean on the cat grab. Usually
really controlled here.
Oh yeah,
just really controlled.
Beautiful. No problem with the rock climbing tech. He almost gets it right on the corner of the block. Try number 2. Launching forward. I think we're good. Thumbs up. Mostly on top of the block. Sideways toss coming up. Knocks it off. It's got to go back. It's tough to time when you're not used to dodging a bar as you transition from one board to the next. Cake. No problem. On try number 2. Boot scoot time. Take a chance to catch his breath up there. Here we go. This is another really scary obstacle. Ooh, clothesline, gonna have to reset.
And that's the craziest part about this obstacle. You have to get your feet up high enough to be able to shoot through that window. Otherwise, there's no way you're going to be able to clear this.
Try number 2 to get a feel for it. He's got time. Currently sitting in 9th. What's it going to be here? Come on, David. Oh, sideways to victory. 20 seconds.
Puts him all the way up into 3rd place.
Ooh, falls down. Gonna have a chance. Going straight into it. Oh, okay. Got a little new beta there.
Yeah, just trying to feel out that jump. Maybe thinking about doing it tomorrow, and
we'll see.
Probably gonna change his mind on that one now.
I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see. A great run from David, able to make it in to 3rd right now. Loik Fortier, ready to go.
Really exciting runner up next. Big candidate for Rookie of the Year. He's performed so well throughout the season. He's already qualified for the championship. He's from Canada. He's done a great job so far this season. I don't think he's missed the finals.
Double check that real quick as he's striding his way through, looking smooth so far. 16 years old, 5 years of experience. Up and over the wall, floating in for the grab.
Yeah, Loik is a 3 for 3 right now and making it to finals. Gravity, Jungle, and Stanford.
Very consistent as we work our way through. Ooh, and times it perfectly. Had a little bit of a, looked like a toe hook on the backside of the cart and gets through sideways clean, no errors. Time for the boot scoot.
A minute and 13 clean run to this point.
This man is cruising.
Loik has been so impressive this season, and I'd have to imagine a clear here on the first attempt would almost secure him into the finals.
Oh, get on try 1. Timing just a little off. Opened up a bit too soon. Oh, you know, just casual muscle up, big pull. Why climb the truss and use your legs? And figures it out on try number 2, throwing him into first place.
Massive, absolutely massive.
And we got a full minute. And we got 1 minute to go here. Can we get a clear? Oh, magnets came undone mid-swing. Not sure what's going to happen here. Going to go ahead and take a second to give him a little extra hang time. Oh, and dropping down. Not sure what the play is going to be for that. But we're going to go ahead and keep it cruising.
Yeah, I think what the judge will probably do is potentially he'll either decide it wasn't a disadvantage or...
Okay, guess it won't matter right now because Mr. Loik Fortier gonna get the clear and be the first one to do so in the open course. Congratulations, Loik. Made it a non-issue.
Made it a non-issue. Interesting. Loik Fortier with a massive finish there. We got to go down to the floor and talk to him. First clear of the day, Loik Fortier.
Wow. Impressive job. A lot of props given to him right now from all the sideline athletes. Everybody cheering him on. Looked like the jump up to the board might have dislodged the magnets. So it might have been a partial course malfunction, but either way, showed us it could be done with that wraparound tech. Really cool to see. Oh, and Mr. DeGangi back out on the floor.
All right, we have to pull Loik aside. Loik, you're having an unbelievable rookie season. You have not missed the finals this entire year, and right now you've punched your ticket to the finals tomorrow. How do you feel?
I feel really good. I've been working really hard for the past year, so I'm really happy about it.
Yeah, walk me through your course run a little bit. Talk to me. Did everything go to plan? What did you think?
I think everything went to plan. To be honest, I think everything went pretty well. Yeah.
Yeah, and I got to talk about this reset here. The obstacle came off of the magnets, and so what were you thinking as you were hanging up there, kind of waiting for that reset to get fixed?
It was letting me think about my plan. So, but when I realized it was down, it made me realize that I need to change. When I fell, I need to change my plan because I went too much backward.
Okay.
And I think it did distract me a little bit.
Okay.
But failing made me realize what I had to do to make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So speed hybrid burnout. The last time we saw you, had a real unfortunate burnout fail. But what have you been working, and what can we expect tomorrow?
I've been working on speed and burnout. So yeah, I think it'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, dude, you're so fun to watch. You're such an electric athlete. You're so consistent. Really can't wait to watch you tomorrow, and good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it. I just do what's necessary.
Man,
you know?
oh man, what a run from Loik. Great stuff. Going to encourage the rest of the athletes showing us it can be done. Mr. DeGangi doing the interview role in place of Mr. Swanson since he's on kind of double duty here, making sure things are working well out there on the course. Going to do a little patch job on the magnets to try to make sure that doesn't happen again as we are working our way towards tail end of the courses of the runs today. You can see him up there, power tool in hand. So a little breather for the athletes getting ready to run. And a little breather for the course resetters out there. If y'all are following along with your bingo cards, make sure you're checking off everything as you go. First 5 that have been submitted will be the ones that get a prize. Got a handful that got sent in already. DeGangi will find out who those first 5 were at some point this weekend.
All right, I'm back, everybody. Crisis averted. Kenzie Hughes.
Ooh, Kenzie coming in hot, able to make sure she's on top of that block. Good work. That turn around that pillar. Bit of an aggressive start to the course. Kenzie swinging through on the wheels. This is her 11th time competing with the NSC, 7 of which making it into the finals. Hold on tight. Took 4th place just a few weeks ago at Life Force Ninja. Finding the handholds. Ooh, goes for a underneath. Kind of tried to monkey bar. Got stopped. Oh, jarring on the shoulders. Hopefully she's okay. Might have tweaked something. And we are good.
Yeah, her comp at Life Force, great end result. She's wincing a little bit.
Yeah, I think the face plant into the pillar is a common kind of leave it out on the course move. I'd rather risk a face bump than a reset.
Yeah, it was a great end result at Life Force. I think I do recall the beginning of that competition for her start off to a little bit of a shaky start. Then she was able to clean it up.
First miss on the slider, but quickly to that point and no falls. Puts her into 5th right now. Really wants to push forwards beyond this obstacle. 16 years old, 7 years of experience. Trains at Ultimate Ninjas Libertyville. Double bounce on the trampoline.
Yeah, like the attempt at the double bounce.
All right, one last chance for Kenzie. Can we figure this out? not quite able to get the drive off of the trampoline that she needed. Fast to that point as we're working our way through the last handful of runners or so. I think she is locked in for tomorrow. Only about 6 female competitors remaining. Kevin Rodriguez standing by for his run. Coming out of the Vitality Obstacle Fitness crew. 4 years of experience, 18 years old. Kevin had one of the smoothest speed runs at Life Force last qualifier. Put on a nice display of his parkour skills, getting those linked moves off of the wheels.
His speed run at Life Force was so good. I would love to see him get back into the finals and see another speed run.
Well, good.
See that momentum continue carry into another competition.
Looking just really smooth on the pinch obstacle. Can we get the drive around? I think we are not able to hold on. It was almost clear. Would have been a question of that foot, whether or not it was weight bearing on the transition. But the momentum pulled him back away. Ooh, a lot more speed this time. But the timing for the launch, not quite there. The speed helps. But if you can't transfer that momentum at the right time, that's the challenge. And he kicks back, not able to get back into the finals. Tough break for Kevin.
Yeah, he had such a good competition 2 weeks ago. Like you said, we talked about his speed run, and that's a big disappointment.
Well, yeah, it's interesting to see, man. First it was the pinch power that was being tested, and now it's the transfer off of the wheeled obstacle, another kind of a toss-up obstacle when it comes to balance and agility. Always the great equalizer in the sport of ninja. Mila Goetting on the move. Swinging through right now.
Oh, I thought she could have reached there. Changed her mind.
Coming out of the jungle gym, 13 years old, 5 years of experience, another one of the younger athletes. Took the top spot at the youth championship for the NSC. Already qualified, took 4th place at Motive Movement. Now looking for potentially a higher position or a better spot on the run order coming up in the championship in just a few weeks. Excellent cat grab tech up and over the wall. Can only grab onto that painted portion. Got to try to find the way to position yourself around. Hold on tight, got the reach for it, nicely done. And a shorter run-up approach. Do we have the momentum? It's a little slow, not quite there. He's got our coach Caleb cheering on and instructing as best as we can from the sideline. Not quite able to hold on. Need a little bit more speed. Third and final chance for Mila. Launching forwards, and we get the grab. Timing here. Vital, not quite going to get it on try number 1.
Yeah, she's outside the top 15 right now. She's going to need to clear this. Dropping down, and we were close.
Third and final chance, and off to the side. Mila not going to be able to move on. The sliding hourglass drop tech. Tough one to figure out. See, had a better job at it on the second try. But the height required and the timing all has to line up just right. Oliver Lutman coming out of the Grips gym. 7 years of experience, 15 years old. Ready to go, swinging on in. Strong burnout athlete. Working his way up, tends to run pretty methodically. Good links here. So far, so good for Oliver. 8 competitions, 3 of which make it into the finals. Already qualified at Obstacle Academy. Took 5th place there. That grip strength should be...
Look at the strength. Look at the confidence, Strat.
No problem.
No problem is an understatement.
Taking a little sideways approach, but not able to get the skateboard figured out on try 1. And a big jump, and leans back a little bit too much. Going to pull him away from the platform. Third and final try for Oliver. Leaning into it, and gets the clear on this third and final attempt. Do we have the timing here figured out? Try to force it forward a little bit. Underneath, almost gets it.
We've actually seen a lot of athletes have success on this obstacle on their second and third attempts. A little bit of a learning curve, figuring out that slider.
Whoop! Nice job. You are correct, Gans, once again.
The reverse commentator's curse, you know?
So that's what we like.
We should just keep doing that to all the athletes.
Just
helping them out.
All right, Oliver, got a handful of runners to go still, so nothing secure quite yet. This will be huge. Up and in, gets the catch, but not able to get the feet up.
Yeah, the feet dropping down just a little early there. Careful not to knock that ring. 2 more attempts.
Oh, man. Getting the hang of it. Last try. And this is something you see at like a zoo with the gibbon monkeys. Oh my gosh, there we go. He's got the grip strength, but the time is ticking away, and that's going to be it. Well, had to get through that to increase his position a little bit more. In 9th place right now on the leaderboard. A good adjustment to secure this point.
He was so close there. He does end up getting on his next try. Let's fast forward to the boot scoot here.
Yeah, great work. He just progressively kept those feet higher and higher each time, and it worked out for him. And up now, Enzo DeFerrari Wilson, longtime sponsor of the NSC with Ocean Needs Everyone, his nonprofit helping to clean the oceans.
It's so crazy when you watch that commercial back and you see like 12-year-old Enzo. He's just a little kid on the beach.
Yeah, a long way, man.
It's really cool.
Enzo looking for the swing through.
Well, he was outstanding in the open round out at Jungle Gym. Unfortunately, couldn't carry the momentum into day 2 for the finals, but I mean, his first place open run at Jungle Gym was unstoppable.
Here we go, climbing up. See what that pinch strength looks like. .18 years old. 6.5 years of experience. Ooh, he rolls forward, but that ain't
no.
Not enough. Nope, it's got to be a, can't be off to the side.
Well, that's why you go through rules, Strat.
Yeah, it's tough, man, yeah. Got to make sure we are controlling that landing. Really forcing the athletes to have a good body position and tech, and much cleaner on that one. Nice job, Enzo. Ooh, it gets kicked out on the skateboard. Look out, don't get clipped on the way back. This is his 16th time competing with the NSC. Been around ever since season 1 of the NSC. Almost. Shake it off, brother. We got one last chance. Now, he recently was on the Beast Games with Mr. Beast. Out here back in these original Sport of Ninja. Quick move here underneath, and let's go. Enzo able to adapt.
Yeah, that was clean. It puts him into 15th place. He's got 45 seconds. If he can hit this on the first try.
Ooh, about lost it. Hold on, my goodness gracious alive. Plenty of height, man. We need to raise the roof a little bit more. He was looked like he was trying to precision on top of the bar.
Yeah, well, he definitely looks like he'll be able to get that. 20 seconds. He might only have this one attempt.
Shoot through, Enzo. Let's go. 6th place. We're not done yet. Okay. Oh, my gosh.
We might be done, Strat.
Oh, my gosh.
There's a chance.
Yeah, we'll call it on that.
I do think, though, Strat, that guarantees him a spot.
You got to do the math. What a run, Enzo.
I think if everybody beats him, he's still in 15th place. Let me double check that, but I want to show the replay first. This is so impressive. He gets so much height here on this boot scoot. You can see how low his head is to the ground. Pretty casual there. He's fired up about it. I mean, just some real close calls early on in that run. Got down to the 3rd attempt.
Good stuff. Akshara Pappu on the move right now. Akshara, 7 years of experience, 15 years old. Another athlete coming out of the Vitality Obstacle Fitness crew. Dropping on down. This is her 10th competition with the NSC, 5 times making it into the finals. Great lengths through the wheels. Saw her back at Gravity Forge, taking 2nd place there. And just attacking this course, and a big jump out. That's going to skip some of the extra handholds required. That is really going to save her grip strength for later and making quick work of this course. Ooh, good. Not quite. Not quite. A little too much on the blue. That's the risk you run. A tough climb up at that point anyway, but here we go. Try number 2. Think we're better on it. Keep on climbing. And we're good. All right. Jumping up. Not quite going to get the time in there. Gonna have to reset and try again. And looking for the bounce up. One hand a little too far up to the side. One final attempt. Checking the hand. Make sure she's okay. Big leap up. Ooh, and even turned to the side, switching the direction she was facing. Almost a full minute to go. Akshara Pappu could be the first open clear on the female side. Needs a lot of swing. Check the distance. flying through the air, maintains the grip, and gets the dismount. Akshara gets the clear.
Aka is your first clear of the day on the women's side. Congratulations. What a run. Third and final attempt on the trampoline bounce. What a run. We got to go down to the floor and chat with her. Ethan Swanson. Grab that microphone, sir. Let's go down to the floor. Ethan Swanson standing by.
I see you looking at your hand. What happened on the course there?
I actually don't know. When I got back on the box to the trampoline obstacle, I felt like water on my arm, and it was blood.
Well, it didn't slow you down at all. If anything, it just empowered you. I got to ask you about the slider. On your third attempt, fingertip catch, how are you feeling before that third attempt, knowing that everything was on the line?
Well, I knew I had to get it, and I tried to really I thought about throwing it less, just punching into the tramp, bending my knees more. Yeah.
And it worked out, and you are the only clear on the women's side. That last catch is humongous. What were you thinking? Talk to us through that last TikTok obstacle.
Well, at Vitality, we practiced TikTok a lot, and I knew you couldn't have a huge step for it because it would peel off. So I really just tried to go straight into it more. Just grab it with my thumbs around the bottom too, and then just hold on.
Well, unbelievable. You're obviously moving on tomorrow, sitting in first place right now. I'll let you take care of that. Hopefully it doesn't affect you tomorrow. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Nice job. Quick, let's take a look on the court on the handholds and stuff.
Yeah, congratulations, Aka. What a run.
Well, Tom Alberti standing by right now. Got a little chalk in hand. Will over there helping out. As Tom is standing by. Tom and Will both working together on the NSC youth course. Samo there juggling as we are freeze framing this shot right now. They're going to do a quick battery change. So pardon the feed for a second, folks. We're making sure we are keeping all the cameras freshly charged so we don't lose the action mid-run. This is a longer one today with so many athletes trying to qualify here at the last qualifier of the season. Working our way towards the tail end of it. Down to our final 11 or so athletes. They are checking the board, making sure things are clean. As we stated, a lot of flappers, a lot of rips and tears on the hands. Making sure things are clean for all the athletes and drying it back out. Yeah, the camera froze right when Will was staring down the pipe of the camera. That was a pretty funny scene there, but that's how it goes sometimes. Sure, Will's a good sport. Unintentional freeze frame of him, but we're moving on, getting ready to finish things up. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Tom Alberti. It's getting unthawed, no longer on ice. Quick little safety vault down. He is A-OK to move on through. 19 years old, 10 years of experience. Coaches out of the Hamden and Ninja Academy. Owner of the 111 Obstacles Design Company. Always trying to innovate. Up and over we go. Kicking both boards, but we're good. Able to dial it in on the one he needed to land on. This is his 17th competition with the NSC. Not sure who the first is going to be to hit 20. Might be Tom at this rate. And let's check the skateboard tech. Oh, standing up a little too soon. Leaning back. It's going to lose his footing. Got in 4th place at Stanford and at Gravity Forge earlier in this season. Not going to get the distance for the second try. And here we go. 3rd and final attempt. Stepping into it. Both feet up and good to go. Tom clears that last chance. Pushing forwards, quick transition across, nicely done. Heading up and over to the boot scoot. Here we go. Lots of time remaining. Not quite there on the first attempt. Feet were a little low. Got to commit to keeping them high. On the way through. Easier said than done. I mean, you got to know when to let go, but you're completely upside down. Can't see where you are. You just have to trust it on faith. Try 2. Clips it on the second attempt. Not quite locked in yet for the finals. And he gets it on his 3rd. Yes, we do. Looking for the turn. And we'll have another chance at it with the time remaining. Oh, he's going for a leap. Oh, my gosh. Well, great job, Tom, locking it in. Nope. And lost the feed for a second. To see what's going on with the cameras again on the floor, so hold on 1 second, y'all. Oh, and we're back. All right, Sam Folsom, ladies and gentlemen. Sam coming out of the barn. Up and in we go. Also, Sam getting a little extended, dropping down early off of the flywheels. We stated earlier, him and his team coming fresh off of the Dubai games. That's the jersey he's rocking currently. A lot of athletes traveled out there for that. It was a team-based obstacle competition. They climbed the tallest building in the world out there to start the competition. And they've only been back just getting home earlier this week. Probably still pretty exhausted from that experience. Sam working his way across. Let's see what we got here on the U-turn. Up and in. Leans back a little bit too much. This would be his 18th competition with the NSC. 14 of those making it into the finals. Very consistent. 6 open clears in his background and double bounce. Not going to get it on the second one. 3rd and final try for Sam. Can we dial this in? Taking another second to eye it up. Kneeling approach, standing and getting the launch to the top. Knocks the board loose, or the bar loose, excuse me. Just in time. And cleanly through. Nicely done, Mr. Folsom. Take a chance here. Try to get on his first. Let's see what we got. Up and through. Barely skimming it. After a couple close calls earlier, that's going to put him into the finals tomorrow. We might get another clear here. Opting to go in the front-facing portion. Taking out that 180 turn. The 270. A little tougher. Here we go. Last try. Going to conserve that strength for tomorrow. Great run from Sam. All right, Cara McCarthy standing by. Cara ready to go on her first NSC back at Stanford Ninja Academy earlier this season. Took first place. Flawless performance. No retries needed anywhere during her runs. In the open, in the hybrid, in the speed, and the burnout, gets that clear. Be swinging her way through right now to see if she can have a repeat of that experience. Gonna link through what we can. Coming out of the Surge Ninja Maynard. 5 years of experience, 15 years old. Needs one more swing here. Up and over, powerful job, no worries. Finding the tops. Ooh, hold on tight. Full extension there. And now the tricky obstacle, this roundabout. The speed is a little slow. The shoe pops off. We've seen that happen a handful of times.
Yeah, you got to get more speed here. You really want to sprint through the runway.
Little jarred, and nope, the corner is in between the pillar and the pad. Had to call a couple of athletes out that way. It does provide some extra traction. Third and final attempt. This will be a huge upset. Keep climbing.
Thumbs up.
Still in it, but not into the top 15 yet.
This is going to be so difficult for her. She has to clear this. Height is going to be an issue.
Yeah, just at 5 feet tall. Stated earlier. The drop down for him. It's going to be a higher drop down. Means they got to travel further. This might give them more momentum for the drop, but can be tricky and just off to the side. One more opportunity. One last chance here. Try to fight for this one. Not quite there, and unfortunate for Cara McCarthy. Fist bump from Lucas over there. That's all right. Still qualified from earlier comps at Stanford. Caleb Bergstrom stepping up to the plate right now. Family runs and owns the Jungle Gym Ninja down in Florida, just outside of Tampa. Swinging around. 25 years old, 8 years of experience. Up and in we go, swinging in. Good, powerful moves on the flywheels. Now they've got a decent setup at Jungle Gym for parkour-esque type moves. Caleb's going to go for the pinch tech here. 10th time competing with the NSC. 8 times making it into the finals. Long strides leading his way into that. Plenty of momentum, no problem getting through that roundabout. Clips the bar, got to go back. Had the tech for it.
Yeah, he was close. Like we talked about earlier, seen a lot of athletes get this on the second or third attempt. Such a learning curve in terms of when to let go, when to make the launch, body positioning.
Woo! Ooh, gets a mid-air twist and makes the landing.
Well, it's not going to guarantee him a spot in the finals.
Here we go. Dropping down, flying in. Thought he was going to clip it and just yoinks his way through.
Okay.
Just like that into second place.
Really, really good. Gets his body up nice and high, shoots the hips through.
Going with that forward-facing tech, so that cuts out the need to do that first 180 move. But now, a little bit of a different tech here. Let's see what we can do. Twist around, not quite. He's got time. See the magnets up there holding that in that up position. First grab secured once again. Swing into it. Oh, man. I'm going to call it on that one. Knows it wouldn't be doable with the time remaining. Nice little family shot right there. There's the baby Jay clapping for Dado.
Baby Jay clapping for Dad. Nicely done.
And here we go, Jay Lachey. Jay Lewis, ready to go. Up and in, quick moves. 13th time competing, 9 times making it to the finals. 20 years old, 9 years of experience. Trains out of the Obstacle Ninja Academy down there in Orlando. Gonna take some big swings into it, linking what we can. Up and over, good kick. Represented the U.S. quite well when he competed in Ninja Warrior Germany, making it up their final stage tower.
Yeah, and he actually went to Italy on a talent show where they built the tower for him again. And he got to do it again.
Representing and gets the clear on the skateboard, cutting around the corner quickly. He's putting together a really strong run here. Gets another point. No falls to this point. You got to be clean to get to the boot scoot just to get into the top 15. And we keep it going. Jay Lewis, get on through. I don't even want to say it. I don't want to say it. I know that's a bingo card. Commentator Curtis, it's a bingo card point. Jay looking for it. First turn done. The wraparound coming up. Not quite there. Not quite there. Full clear. Out of reach. But that's all right. We got time to spare for another attempt. See how he plans to attack this. Getting a feel for the turnaround. Almost gets it.
He still has 45 seconds left, Strat. He's still got plenty of time to give this a really good third attempt. He absolutely cruised his way here. No fails to this point. He's got one good attempt left.
Can he maintain his grip, slipping to the bottom portion of the board? Not quite. But what a run from Jay Lewis. Smoothly through. It's a dominant run there.
Yeah, here's a look at his second attempt. Or no, I apologize. His first attempt here as he comes through. Not quite. Here comes the second attempt. After making slight adjustments, he was close on this one. Gets the hand around, just not able to secure the grab.
Well, up now is going to be Addy Herman. 18 years old, 7 years of experience. Addy standing by. 14-time competitor with the NSC, as Swan jumping back into action up here. Just off a bit, and socket wrench in hand for Mr. Swanson. Addy going to get put on ice slightly while that gets adjusted for the last handful of runners. Addy also running a competition, 5th annual Herman Lakeside competition coming up in July. So if y'all looking for something like that, that's put on during her in the backyard course they got set up out there. Really cool competition. July 25th through the 27th. Go check that out. Cool competitions. All these athletes. Interesting to see what they come up with on their own. Backyard setups. Reminds me of the earlier days when we used to do the, Bobby Zavala used to have one. That's a throwback. That was the Team Nash days out in Nashville. UBW's getting theirs cooked up again.
So Addy Herman up next. Down to the final 3 girls. We've got Addy, Lily Barrett, and Isabella Folsom left to run.
Here we go, striding on out. Still rocking that ankle brace from that injury earlier last year. But has been moving confidently. Just there as an extra precaution. Swinging through. Coming out of Vitality Obstacle Fitness. And misspoke on the age. She's 19 and a half years old, 7 years of experience. Working her way through. Big leap out. '24 A&W Women's Champion. A lot of experience. Going for the slide. Run around. A little low on the grab. This could be a tricky one to trust that ankle on. And high grab that time around, and we're good.
Yeah, but it only puts her into 13th right now. Oh, no, so that does lock her in. 2 girls to go. That will guarantee her a spot in the finals.
Ooh, not quite able to get the hop up. Only at 5'5", that jump even more challenging. Sydney was able to pull it off because she's about 4 inches taller, 5'9", I believe. So having to trust the bounce again, trying to go for that slow approach. Not quite there. This makes sense. She probably doesn't want to take a huge drop on the ankle still. Third and final try. Trusting it that time, but not quite able to dial it in.
Yeah, she was close on that attempt. Got her fingertips on it.
All right, up now is going to be Noah Munier. Coming out of Vitality Obstacle Fitness. 19 years old, 7 years of experience. Getting some last-minute clarification. He's got 5 open clears out of the 9 times he's competed with the NSC. 8 times making it into the finals, so very consistent, and now swinging into action aggressively. Took first place at Jungle Gym back in season 3. He's gotten 3rd and 5th this season. 3rd at Stanford, 4th at Motive. Excuse me, 5th at Motive. He's working his way right now, trying to improve his position for the finals. Dropping on in. Also took the top spot in the elite division at the Barbados Ninja Throwdown last year. Sure, he'll be returning to that tropical paradise for a defend of his title as we get across.
He's under a minute to this point, and he hasn't taken a fail, Strat.
Yeah, looking
what do you
smooth.
make of that?
He's pretty locked in right now, man. He's looking for that full, open, clear.
Nope. Well, that was very generous of him to
just leave the beam up there.
Leave the beam up there
Yeah.
for the reset team.
Well, go ahead and count that as a commentator's curse. But up and through smoothly on that one. He's got plenty of time, halfway on the time. So he can chill for a second. Doesn't want to wait too long. Quick throw into it. Has some interesting beta that worked out. Nobody else could pull off at the last mode of competition. Turn and burn. Hold tight, Mr. Noah Munier, and gets the clear. Hyped up about that. Nicely done, Noah Munier. And we're going to have to give him a chance to let us know how he feels. Excellent job, Noah.
Noah.
Whoop. Great catch and using that momentum to go ahead and turn around for the dismount.
Yeah, let's go down to the floor. Ethan Swanson standing by with Noah.
Man, almost a flawless run. Only the second clear on this course. Talk to us. What happened on your run?
I saw this course and I knew that I could kind of get back into my state of going fast and not taking it easy on myself. So I knew I had to push myself in order to get where I needed to be, and this is just a perfect course for that.
Well, again, like almost everything went perfect. And hey, thank you, by the way, for not knocking over the foam. Saved our resetters one extra thing to do. But, I mean, was anything before your course run that really stuck out at you, like, I got to focus on this specifically?
Yeah, really just pushing the pace at first. I was like, all right, we can clear it. Everyone can clear, all right? So I have to separate myself and come out strong, and that's what we did.
Well, congratulations, man. I mean, now I know tomorrow you're no stranger to going hybrid than speed than burnout. What's your focus starting with hybrid and then hopefully moving on through the day?
I want to push it again on hybrid and then just push myself on every single course. And I've never been here. Dope gym. I'm loving the paint going on. So it's big time, showtime, right?
Well, yeah, big time, prime time, showtime, I think.
There you go.
But I appreciate that a lot, man. Hey, we'll see you tomorrow. Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nice job, dude. Appreciate it.
Oh, man, oh, man. It's getting down to the wire, man. Handful of runners to go. Down to our final 5. Tyler Smith, the technician, clocking in. Can we get a full clear? Another athlete coming back from Dubai. Trying to recover as best as he can from that long flight, about 14 hours earlier in the week. Time change and everything. Another one of the barn crew, Tyler Smith. Up and over, excellent job. 8 years of experience, 18 years old. Looking for the move here to get on through, and we're good, thumbs up. Fully planted on the block before it fully tipped over, and not gonna get the first jump off of the U-turn. Staying in that kneeling position, following through, gets it better lined up that time. See what his beta is going to be on this one. Technician, always technically sound. Just like that, figures it out. I know they set up tricky stuff in the barn quite often. Quick moves, a lot of moving pieces. Can we figure out this toe shoot? Not quite. Held back a little bit on the release. See the rest of the barn crew hollering their beta, trying to give him some instructions. Lean back with it. Ooh, almost gets a feel for it, almost through.
A lot of pressure right now. Tyler Smith is not in right now for the finals. This is it, do or die right here. Third attempt.
Oh, he's got to make it happen. Yo! Reverse limbo. Good job, Tyler.
Yeah, and he clipped it just the slightest bit, too. You saw it shake.
Boy, I better tuck that shirt in next time. My goodness. All right. Grip's going to be tested. Can we get the swing tech figured out with just 15 seconds to go? Only going to have one chance here at this. Oh, my goodness. Loses the grip. Peeling out on the way down. Peeps the clock, says, no, I'm good.
Yeah, he would have had like 1 second left after the reset time. Let's go back and look. Final chance here. Had to get it.
Yo, yeah, just barely clipped it. Was looking over his shoulder the whole time. Whew. Pressure is on. Lily Barrett stepping up, ready to go. Lily at 5'1", 14 years old, 7 years of experience, coming out of Ascend obstacle training. Lucas Reale hanging out, providing encouragement, keeping the time on hand as well. Here we go, Lily. On the move. Big swing up, a lot of power right out of that rope swing. Up kick to get the rest of the distance covered. Trampoline bounce, no problem. Working to the outside portion of these rails to help prep for those swing throughs, linking the moves. 2 swings is all we need. Nicely done.
Incredible pace right now. It's what we're used to seeing out of Lily. Every course is a speed course for her.
Nice work. Let's see, can we get this in one? This is a tough move, but we're sticking it.
There it is, 6th place. She'll be competing tomorrow.
Yeah, she is still 100% for making it into the finals. 7-time competitor, 7 times making it in. But this obstacle here going to be a challenge for the shorter athletes. It's got to really generate a lot of bounce.
Oh,
that would have been it.
Yeah, she had the bounce.
Just twisted to the side a little bit. One last try. Come on, Lily, dropping in. Oh my goodness, able to change directions and still grab hold.
Plenty of time here, but she's going to have to get it on this
a,
attempt to beat Aka and put herself in the first place.
Huge throw. Yikes! Almost. We got time. This launch is so big, man. I mean, when you see Hunter zoom out like that, you can see the real distance they got to cover. Incredible job and grip to maintain and get the clear. Lily Barrett clotheslining the buzzer. Oh my goodness, what a run. Just no holding back. Says, I don't care about the drop down here. Facing forward and then turning off to the side to adjust for how the board started to rotate. Whole reset team clapping. They're like, great job on that one. And here's another look at this huge toss. A lot of hang time and maintains the grip. We're going to keep on cruising through as we're getting towards the tail end of the runs. Jackson Erdos moving on now. Saw him earlier this season come up with some pretty unique obstacles that he designed for his qualifying event back at Gravity Forge. Up and over, no problem with the shoot through on the first window. $19 competition, so this is his 20th competition with the NSC. I think the first one to hit 20. Let's see if we can get this in one. Big launch, double stomp, and we're good. High swing into it. Nice catch on the front end side of the board.
Another athlete, sub-minute, clean run to this point. It all just comes down to this boot scoot window shoot here.
Oh, up and through! Mr. Jackson, just like that, going into third place. Might be seeing a full clear here. Come on, Jackson.
Yeah, we don't have one yet.
Man's had a great season so far. Had 2 back-to-back first-place finishes. Looking for another one, potentially. Whoa! Ooh, a little bit of overshoot there. Thumbs up, he's okay. Time to spare.
Body positioning here is really important.
Uh-oh. Getting a little heartburn out there, not sure. Checking the chest for a second, but we're good. Looking for the turnaround. Hold on, Jackson. Reposition the hands for one more swing for the dismount. Just be sure about it, and nicely done, Jackson Erdos. Another clear in the books.
Yeah, it's going to put him into second place. Not going to beat Noah Muner there. Let's go back and take a look at a couple key moments here. This was so good. Gets it on the first attempt here. Shoots through the window and gets nice and high. Here comes the first attempt on the window grab. Not quite, but on this last one, just missed it. Sorry about that. Back down to the floor with Isabella Folsom.
All right, last two runners. Isabella swinging on into action. Also coming back from the Dubai Games. 11 years of experience training out of the barn. Big bounce. 9 for 9 for return into the finals. He's gotten 3 full clears. Can we add a fourth to it? This one being such a technical course, a lot of places you can get caught up on. So far, so good. Utilize those tops, that's A-OK. Two-time WNL champion. Looking for the run through right now. Great climb up, no problem.
Pretty smooth there, and another competition where she'll be competing in the finals.
It's
8th place right now.
Coming off of first place out of Opsahl Academy to start the season. Took first at Motive as well. Ooh. Wait for it. Gotta be patient. Oh, it's getting away from her. Oh, no! Tough break. Wanted to try that slow approach. And again, taking the cautious approach here. It's a big bounce and not gonna get it. See if she tries to change up her tech here for the third and final attempt. Nope, going for the slow and steady approach. Big power here. Not quite able to figure that one out. Sydney, the only one to do it from a standing position. Isabella, 5'5".
Yeah, they trained together. I'm sure they talked a little bit about it and how it felt. Sydney a little bit taller, I think.
Yeah, that definitely played a factor. Cool to see the barn crew all rocking the Dubai Games jerseys. Everybody's all matching attire this time around.
They basically just got off the plane.
I know.
They just got off the plane and came straight here.
Still got to get their luggage. Here we go, Phil Folsom. Try to round things out. Last runner of the day. 18 years old, 6 years of experience. Final athlete from the barn. He's had some great runs this season. Season of 3 champion. Looking to be a repeat champ this year. Took first at rise, took first at motive. Add another one to the books. Let's see what we got. Going for the undercling. Leave room for that trail hand. Big push off to the side. A little bit of a slip on the footing.
Yeah, maybe rushed it a little bit there. Went a little early.
So pressure's on. Has got to get through the boot scoot now.
He's going to have to get through it in under 4 fails. That's where Andreas Johnson sits right now.
Repositioning the foot. Leans into it. We're okay. Skateboard around. He got a lot of speed. And he needed it.
It's real close calls on these platforms here.
Oh, man. All right. Now look at the sideways. Pump it forwards, hold on tight, no problem. Technically sound. Boot scoot time.
Yeah, this is basically it. If he clears this, he'll move on.
And shoot on through. We're good. 6 plays for Mr. Folsom, but we're not done. Time to spare. Try to get this in 1 or 2 attempts. Once it in 1. Quick peek of the clock. See how much time we got. Quick toss up. Hip swivel. Trying to line it up just right. One more turn and burn here. Let's go, Phil. Turn it around and get that dismount down. Ooh, a little scary at the start, but my goodness. Phil Folsom taking 3rd place out of the open.
Yeah, and just flashing that last attempt on the final obstacle. That first attempt on the final obstacle, I apologize.
They're laughing about something over there. I'm not probably looking over the what happened on the rock wall. Already prepping for tomorrow.
Yeah, this looks so good right here. You can see just the quick turn, gets his body in the right position, and he's able to lock in this catch. And that is going to do it. Phil is our last runner, and he's going to advance to the finals. Let's go ahead and take a look at our leaderboard presented by Bucket of Chalk. Here's a look at where things stand for the men. Noah Muner, Jackson Erdos, and Phil Folsom, those are your top 3 right now. The top 15 are going to move on. So Kai Deol getting into the top 15. Enzo sneaking in as well. Plenty of qualified athletes here. And if you're sitting in 8th place across the season, you're hoping that 4 out of the top 7 athletes are already qualified. So if you've taken an 8th place and you're hoping it bumps down for the championship, you need 4 athletes in the top 7 to be already qualified tomorrow. So keep an eye on that as the qualification process for the championship will unfold. Let's go ahead and take a look at the women's leaderboard, also presented by Bucket of Chalk. And here's a look. Akshara Pappu is in 1st place. 2nd, Lily Barrett. 3rd, Grace Gordon. Those are your top 3. Top 15 move on. So Addy Herman getting a spot in the top 15. Madeline Zernsak also sneaking in there. And if you're on the women's side, here's what you need if you want to bump down across 8th place. You need 6 out of the top 7 to already be qualified to bump into 8th place across the season. So that is going to be a huge storyline tomorrow. It will be
wow.
It'll be close. It'll be very close here. We've got a lot of athletes still fighting for their spot for the championship, and those athletes are going to have something to say about those top 7 spots. So very interesting scenario that will unfold tomorrow. Let's go ahead and turn things over to our Patreon supporters and our sponsors. That's going to do it for our Wave 3 stream here today. We'll be back streaming the finals tomorrow. We'll be live all day, so make sure you stop back and final qualifier of the season, Strat.
It's going to be an exciting day, folks. Thanks so much for tuning in for all the waves of the Open. We will see y'all bright and early tomorrow for the finals.
Yeah, and again, a huge thank you to our Patreon supporters and our sponsors. The season does not exist without you. We cannot thank you guys all enough. We'll see you back for tomorrow.
You don't fail because you're not strong enough or fast or reactive enough. You don't fail because of traffic or people or weather. You fail because you don't trust yourself to make it.
Ocean Needs Everyone is celebrating 5 years of saving the oceans. My name's Enzo, and through Ocean Needs Everyone, I help save the ocean by doing beach cleanups, seal and mangrove plantings, making art about recycled plastic, and making films regarding the ocean's health. How can you help save the oceans at home? Well, even if you don't live near an ocean, trash can end up in there eventually, so cut down on your use of single-use plastics. If you see trash on the roads or beaches, make sure to pick it up. Use less gas-powered vehicles, fish responsibly, and help support local organizations. I started my organization when I was 12 years old because I wanted to make a difference. So remember, you're never too young to follow your dreams and make a change. Let's all save our oceans together, one piece of trash at a time.
The secret factory in an unknown corner of the world. Bucket of Chalk is coming to you handmade, perfectly balanced, and made with love.
Ninja Sport Championship is brought to you by Ninja Master, because scoring your competition shouldn't be an obstacle. It's a Libre Family Restaurant, supporters of the Ronald McDonald House, helping children and families in need. Consider donating today. Biagi Bros, a full-service logistics company with 3PL and supply chain solutions nationwide. Silent Ninja, custom ninja holds for your gym or backyard. Remember, the K is silent. DGS Ninja, the obstacle supplier with product lines designed by some of the best ninjas in the world. Ocean Needs Everyone, the nonprofit organization dedicated to helping save our oceans. Olo, the shoe company striving to make the best footwear for the biggest movement sports. Check out their Sapien X shoes in adult and kid sizes. Barbados Ninja Throwdown. Check out one of the most unique competitions in one of the most beautiful locations. Coming August 2025. Slap Chalks, always within reach, no sweat. Check out their new Obsidian Pro line. And Bucket of Chalk, our official chalk sponsor. Reach into the bucket and grab some chalk today. Head on over to ninjasportnetwork.com and click the store link in the header to check out our newly revamped store. We've got all kinds of great products, t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, blankets. They're a big hit. The holidays are coming up, just saying. Also, I have a baby to feed, so please buy something. NSC merchandise available now on our store.